Hi guys, Beck here. On today's video, I'm going to be showing you the exact strategy that I used in my own gym to generate over 100 leads a month into my fitness studio using Facebook advertising. So this video is for gym owners, fitness facility owners, or studio managers that are looking to increase the amount of leads that they're getting into their facilities. It's also for gym owners that are looking to scale. So you might want to look at more locations. You might just want to be scaling in terms of how many members you've got currently in your fitness facility. It's also for gym owners that want to just free up their time in terms of the marketing space. So you just want to have this automated. You want someone just to take care of the lead generation on the online platform for you through Facebook advertising. Then this is the video for you as well to get a better understanding and seeing exactly what's working through Facebook at the moment. And look, I owned my own gym, fitness studio, and I certainly understand the frustrations around leads coming into your studio. And I too found it quite frustrating and challenging trying to get leads through the door each and every month on a consistent basis. Like, you just have this, some months are really good, some are really low, like this ebb flow. And it used to just really do my head in. So, and I tried to do some Facebook advertising myself, and it's like a rabbit warren in there. You need to know exactly how Facebook algorithms work, targeting, copy, all of these things that I didn't know at the time when I first started marketing my gym. So I actually went out, and after burning thousands and thousands, something probably tens of thousands of dollars to be fair, on my Facebook advertising, and then I just went and made it my mission to really understand what was going on with Facebook advertising. And more importantly, I really wanted to understand with the fitness industry and how to generate a consistent flow of leads. All these other businesses and companies were doing it, so why couldn't I do it? So I actually went out and made my mission to learn and learn and learn. Trial and error, tested a lot of different funnels. I tested a lot of different copy, imagery, and spent a lot of time and money on it until I actually cracked it, nailed it, and then I was consistently able to generate that many leads. And it wasn't even in a high density city either. So it was consistently in a local area also. So that's what we're going to be running through with you today, and show you that exact strategy. So I'm going to illustrate this up on the board here for you about what that would look like if you were to go and show you exactly what I went out and did. So the first thing we need to consider is a lead magnet. So this is something, an offer, a hook, if you will, is something to entice people to click on your ad and give them your details. Because what we want to be able to do is we want to get a name, a number, and an email address from these people, okay? So we need to have a really compelling and valuable, they need to see a lot of value in this lead magnet. So if you, there's a few different things that are working in this space currently, but specifically what I was offering was free trials. If you've got a boutique, higher end fitness facility, this works really, really well because you've got a high value proposition. So free 7-day free trial, for example, that holds a lot of value in the marketplace. So so let's just use this as an example of what a lead magnet would look like. We can certainly tailor this to each individual studio fitness facility, but this is what I actually use, and it worked really, really well, obviously. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just map this out. So we're going to have, first of all, the actual ad on Facebook. So this is the Facebook ad here, and this will be my lead magnet. So I'm just going to put offer, lead magnet. And it'll be I'm going to say 7-day free pass. Okay? And you'll have a little, you've probably seen these ads before, and we'll have a sign up now. So we'll have some copy through here. We'll actually outline what the offer is, and it'll be a creative, an image that resonates with your audience, and then we'll have a sign up button here. Okay, so we want them to sign up. So once they click sign up, we would then direct them to what we call a landing page. Okay, so a landing page is not your home page of your website, because that won't have a higher conversion. You need to send them somewhere, a landing page where we can just grab the details that we're after. So we just want to grab their name, number, and email address. Okay, so this will be their sign up form to access their 7-day free pass. And we just need, so that would be their name, number, and email on this form. Okay, so that's all we want them to do at that point. Once they've popped in their details, they would press, there'd be a submit button here, and then they would be taken, then they will receive a thank you email, and that thank you email, it will be depending on your CRM. So if you use like MindBody, Glowfox, depending on what sort of CRM you use, but you would set up a thank you email in there, and it would basically thank, so we could say for this case that we would say, thank you, John, for submitting your 7-day pass. The team from FitnessX will be in touch with you shortly. In the meantime, please have a look through of some of the results that our members have achieved whilst training with us. So you put some testimonials in there as well while they're waiting for that follow-up. So what happens from there, which is quite important, will be, so they receive, so John, let's say John submitted his form, he will receive the email, and then your team will then receive a notification that you've received a new lead through Facebook, okay? So then once that happens, you need to start the follow-up process. So your team will start this follow-up process, okay? And this will be a phone call to start with, okay? So it'll be a phone call. Because what we want to do is, we want to book them in. So let's say this particular one, we got the 7-day trial. We need to book them into a session, and we want to talk to them and start building rapport with this lead. Okay, so we need to start the follow-up process. Now, this follow-up process needs to happen really, really quickly once that lead's been submitted, and that's where we've seen the most results, when this happens very quickly. And I'm talking hours in terms of picking up the phone and contacting this person, not days. Okay. So the phone call would take place, and you would call them, and the phone call would go something of the lines of, hey John, look, it's Beck here from FitnessX. Look, just giving you a call because you've just signed up for our 7-day free pass, and I really would love to book you into your first session. Do you like to train mornings or afternoons? Wait for the response, and then try and book them in at the next suitable time. And the quicker you get them into your studio or fitness facility, the more likely they are as well to actually sign up to a membership, or you move them through your funnel even further. And that's where we've seen the most success through that. Now, if they no one picked up the phone, you would leave a voicemail to the same effect of actually what you'd say on the phone, except you would give them 2 options to contact you back. So that would either be, you'd say, feel free to give me a call on the number that they are able to reach you on, or send us a text message. If that happens and then they still haven't returned your call within a couple of hours, then you'll need to send them a text message. And then if they haven't responded to that in a couple of hours, then an email. this needs to be done. So this would all be done within a 24-hour period. Now, guys, don't feel that this is overkill, because this person, John, has actually submitted his details to have access to this great offer that you're offering for your fitness studio. So he's given his details, so it's okay to call him up and follow up that phone call and follow up with a text and follow up with an email to see if he'd like to come in for his first session. So this is totally okay. And this you will do for 4 days, okay? If they haven't got back to you, go through the same process again, and you do it for 4 days, okay? And it's exactly the same for every time. This process, by doing it within being this relentless and doing it over the 4 days, you have a 75% more chance of getting those people in the door as well, okay? So this is really important process of the whole funnel as well. So then once you go through that process, and let's just say, argument's sake, you got those, you'll probably get about, you're going to get a fair chunk of them on the phone if you jump on those leads relatively quickly, because they would have remembered that they've done this. That's the other thing. So let's just say you booked them in. So we'll say you've contacted, booked in first class, and then they'll go into your, you know, your Mind Body, your Zen Plan, or whatever that CRM is that looks like for you. So your data, so we're going to say call it database. So that's the one. The ones that haven't been responded to, if they haven't responded to you and they've been non-responsive, those leads are still keep hold of those leads. Pop them in your database still, but you'll just put them in a different, you just flag them as non-responsive into your database. So you put them into your database, and you would just tag them as a non-responsive or uncontactable, how that sort of would look like in your database. But you treat these guys differently than how you're going to treat the people that have booked into your first session. So you would start the process, the sales process, what that would look like for your business from that first session. So you've got them booked in for the first session, which is great. If you haven't been able to get hold of those leads, pop them in this database, and then you would start a nurturing sequence of emails that would be sent out to them, which that is a separate training. But I thought it'd just be worth mentioning what we do to these. These guys are not, they're certainly not dead in terms of a lead. They may not have just been ready to buy at that particular time, and they may just need a little bit of nurturing. So you paid for that lead, so make sure you put it in your database and you nurture them until they're ready to come to you. So that's essentially what you do with your leads once they come through into your like your Mind Body Zen Plan or whatever that CRM looks like for your business. So just to recap, really, really compelling, lots of value offer. What that you may already have one for your business, or we can help you come up with a really cool offer that we know it's working in the marketplace. Needs to sit on a landing page. We just need to grab their name, number, email address. That's all we need to grab, and a submit button. This needs to take them exactly to where we want to go. Then we're going to send them a nice little thank you email, letting them know what's happening next. You could I've even tested this with video, which works really, really well also. It could be a video of the same effect, could be the manager of your facility, could be the owner, saying, thank you so much for submitting your details. We're really looking forward to reaching out to you to book in your first session. Look, feel free to have a look at some of the great results that our members and past clients are receiving, etc. That works really, really well too. Once you do your thank you, then you need to get on the phone. The team need to get on the phone. They need to be following up straight away. So if you've got leads that came in overnight, for example, the next morning, the team need to be on the phone following these people up, yeah? And then you'd go through your follow-up process and then segment these into your database accordingly, and then start the next process, whether that's your sales process for getting into the first session or a nurture sequencing program. So this is how this this sales funnel works. You know, today I did promise you that this is what the funnel looks like, and this particular funnel with a $2,100 ad spend that I spent on Facebook, I was able to generate a bit over $82,500 in revenue in a month by doing this and having this set up in my Facebook advertising structure. So it was a lot of work, a lot of learnings to sort of get to that point, to be able to generate that consistent number of leads each month once we cracked this particular funnel. However, it does take a lot more than that. Obviously, I've mapped all of this out. It has taken, there is a lot of time and energy in the back end. So with obviously, you got to get your copy right. You've got to have your offer, the copy to match that offer. We need the integrations, what integrations need to be made in terms of your tech, the back end of the tech. And ensuring that all flows effectively throughout the actual funnel and the process for that person. Any retargeting, we may need to do a bit of retargeting just because one person might view it, they may not click through, or they might fill out and not click the submit button. So we need to do retargeting to those people to keep nudging them along to get them into your funnel essentially. So there's a lot of that on the back end, which I've learnt over the time, and finessed it accordingly. And we've done it with other clients as well. And so that in fact there's a lot of time and energy that goes into the back of that. And with all of that, then that we were able then to give you that desired result of these consistent leads coming into your gym every month, and you're not having to worry about them. It's a tap. You can just turn it on and off accordingly. So if you've got too many leads, you can turn it off. And then when you do need it, you can turn it back on, which is really cool. And you can track it all as well and see what's sort of happening within that sequence. And don't get me wrong, guys, I totally understand when you've probably tried agencies before. You probably, your ads, mate, you might have some ads already set up currently and you're finding that they're not working, which I totally can relate to. And I was exactly the same until I started to learn all this stuff myself. And I think at the end of the day, if you're not into this, you're not a marketer, you just want to go and help your clients to go and get the results, their desired results. That's why you opened up a gym, and that's totally cool. And I think, and that's why a lot of people can't get it right, is because they're not a marketer and they don't want to learn it. And that's totally fine. I just was passionate and just really wanted to be able to do it. So I just made that my mission to go out and learn it. And now I want to be able to give you guys all of this knowledge and show you what's working and have a done for it service for you. So you can focus on those things that you really want to do in your business and the stuff that you love and you're really, really good at. So you don't have to learn a new skill set. And I think that's where, as business owners, we get stuck because we want to try and do everything. Our hats, that we've got 50 hats that we wear, and we don't get the specialised help that we really do need, and we don't realise that till after the fact. So I think, today you do have a choice. You can go and implement this yourself, and all the very, very best for you if you'd like to do that. That's totally cool. And or we've got a specialised team here at Zuzu that can certainly help you. We can jump on a call and see if we're a good fit, and we can talk about it. So that you've got those. We can set some time aside to have a conversation about that as well. And this isn't for everyone. If you're not totally committed to growing your business, growing and scaling, then maybe this isn't for you, and that's okay as well. Totally okay. So this is for people that are certainly very serious, for people that are ready to invest right now in scaling their business and bringing on a marketing partner to help them do that. So if that sounds like you, we'd love to talk to you. My team and I here, we'd love to set up a strategy call. You can just click via the link below. There is limited spaces available. So if you'd love to get on a free strategy call, we will have a chat about where you're at. We might have, and we'll look at what's sort of already in place. And you might not have anything in place. That's okay too. But we'll just have a look at all of those things, and then we'll see if we're going to be a good fit, because we won't work with businesses or gyms that we know we can't help or get those desired results that you're after. So please, we promise you that. So that's why we need to jump on a call, because we need to understand your business and we need to understand what's sort of happening and where you're at and where you want to go. Everyone's at different levels, and that's okay. And we might need a different funnel, and that's normal too. So, and we can have a look at that, and then once we have a chat to you, we can then assess what would be the best strategy, best funnel moving forward to be able to get that desired result you're after. So there we have it. I hope you enjoyed the training. Again, book in your call. We're at limited spaces. I'd hate for you to miss out, especially if you're really ready right now to grow and get those leads consistently coming in, so you can free up some of your time, free up your energy, and focus on what you want to focus on. So hopefully we will chat soon and connect soon. Thank you.